Hey guys, today we're going to be starting a series where we're going to be talking about the Seahawks, obviously, but we're going to be talking about like what ifs, Q&A, stuff like that. It sounds pretty cool. We'll try it out. But it's just going to be mainly Seahawks updates and how they're doing records, all that stuff. We're just going to figure it out on the way getting these videos out. So, let's get started today with today's episode or video. Alright, so today the main topic is going to be, can the Seahawks get to the playoffs? And I'm going to quickly answer that. And yes, right now they're currently the 7th seed at 5-5. And, I mean, they can do it. Right now the 6th seed is currently the Vikings at 5-3-1. And the Packers are eliminated. Looks like the Eagles are going to get eliminated. I don't have faith in the Cowboys winning it, getting that wild card stuff. And there's anybody I think is going to get the wild card, it's going to be us because we have the most complete team, in my opinion. Our next matchup is between us and, we just came off Thursday night game, so we're going to have plenty of preparation for the next game. But it's gonna be good. We just came off a huge win against the Packers, as that's why they're eliminated. It was basically whoever win. I thought this for the Colts and Jaguars game. I said whoever's gonna win that game, they're going to the playoffs. They're getting to succeed. And it's kind of like the Seahawks and Packers. Whoever won that game, my opinion, was going to go to the playoffs. But I don't know. I don't know. Anything can happen, but if there's any team I like in the hunt that's going to the playoffs, it's definitely the Seahawks, because kind of like the 2015 season, started off rough. Actually, we started 3-3, but whatever. But we started off rough. Now we're 4-5. Now 5-5, and then work our way up and then get wins. I mean, we had a lot of away games in the beginning of the year. That's why we struggled. That's part of a struggle. And it's not like the thing is, now they have all these home games. They have their identity. That's how you win games. You have to find your identity. A lot of teams in the playoff, in the hunt, don't have an identity. They'll win one game, like, okay, this is how they're going to play for the rest of the season. And then the next game, they play completely different. Kind of like the Cowboys. But the Seahawks, they have their identity. They run the ball and play good defense. And then let Russell do Russell things in fourth quarter. That's how they're winning. That's how they're better than what people thought they were, because they find our identity way quicker. People thought it should take 2-3 years for them to find it, and they were going to suck in those 2-3 years. No, I knew they were going to find their identity. I thought it was going to be passing a lot. But obviously that didn't work, because they tried that. The first 2 games. It did not work, so they started running the ball. And then all of a sudden, we're first in rushing. And that counts as like quarterback rushing. That counts as like total rushing. We have 3 running backs that have had 100 yards in the game. 3 running backs. Carson, Davis, and Penny had a 100-yard game against the Rams in LA. Obviously, the Rams are going to win the division. The Rams are winning the division. It's out of control. They're 9-1. It's out of control. The Saints, and the Bears have pretty much locked their division down. But I think the only division that's open right now is the East and the AFC. But the Seahawks play the Panthers. They're competing. They play good. They're currently 6-3. But they did not play good against the Steelers. They played sloppy. And I think we can easily take advantage of that. And I think that's the last hard away game that we're going to have. Is we only have 2 more away games for the rest of the season. And that's Carolina and the Niners. And the Niners are god-awful. I know, I said we were going to... I knew the Niners were... I thought the Niners were going to be good. I thought in a couple years they were going to be good. Jimmy's out for the season. And now they're looking like they might not win another game. So it's bad. It's bad for the Niners. The Niners are, in my opinion, they're going to suck for a long time. Even when they get Jimmy back, they're only going to be a 6-win team. Because they blow opportunities. I don't like their coach. I knew he wasn't going to be good. I knew the defense was going to be good. I thought it was just going to be an all-offensive team that was going to lead them to like 9-7 or something. I don't know. They're bad. They suck. It's the same thing with the Raiders. I thought the Raiders were going to be good. They're bad. They really suck. They're worse than the Niners. They're 1-8, I think. 1-8. I don't know, but they're bad. They're really bad. And I mean, those are the two teams that just suck. And there's a lot of teams that people thought were going to be good that are just not good. There's also a lot of teams that people thought were going to be bad or doing good, like the Colts. They're about 4-5 right now, but they're on a 3-game winning streak still. Yeah, and then you have obviously us. There's not. Maybe like the Redskins. People thought the Redskins were bad. The Bears. The Bears are really good. The Bears are like 6-3. I don't know, but Bears are really good. But there's a lot of surprise teams, and I think Carolina was one for me. But we played really good against at home. I realize that, and we're 2-2 at home, but it's not the 2-2 people are thinking of. They're like, oh my, like, man, Seattle's done. They're not that good at home anymore. They're not good away. They just suck. No, they actually have a really good home team. They destroyed the Cowboys. That game, I mean, it looks good because the Cowboys scored late. That game should have gotten way out of hand early, and it did, but it should have been way worse. And then you had the Rams game that we almost won. That was amazing. We almost won that game. And then we had the Chargers game, that's another game. That's another team that I thought was not going to be good at all. And ended up right now, they're 7-2. I mean, they're steamrolling teams. And, I mean, they barely won in Seattle, but it was a bad performance in Seattle. I don't want to talk about that one. And then we come off the win against Green Bay with the playoffs on the line. So it's obvious that we can win clutch games. But, I mean, we have so much home games that we're definitely going to be contending for the playoffs. We're going to be, if we don't make the playoffs, we're going to be on the 7th seed. There's no way we're going to be the 9th seed, 9-7 like we were last year. If we missed the playoffs, it's because we went 9-10-6. But the Vikings are like 10-5-1 or something. That's if we get eliminated, that's why. Because I think the only game we can lose, I think the only game we're going to lose is against the Chiefs. And that's another team, that's 9-1. But I think it's going to be against the Chiefs, and that's going to be home. But I think it's going to be really close because obviously it's at home. But, I mean, our upcoming schedule is the Panthers away. That ends November. Then you start up December with the Niners at home at Seattle. So that one's for me. That should be an easy win. And then you play the Vikings at home. You win the Vikings game, I think that should put you in the playoffs. I think you win that Viking game, you should be in good shape. And then you play the Niners away. So those are 3 easy games right there. I mean, those are 3 winnable games anyways. If it would have been like the Cardinals game, if it would have been another easy opponent in there or something, it would have been easy, guarantee 3 wins. You can't ever guarantee wins unless it's the Niners. The Niners and the Raiders should be easy guarantee wins. And especially Seattle, like some teams struggle against the Niners this year. Like the Niners keep it close, but whenever the Niners play Seattle, it's usually never close. It's usually one-sided, and Niners fans know it. Niners fans know they suck. And then you play the Chiefs on Christmas Eve. I believe it's Christmas Eve. I don't know, but I think it's on Christmas Eve at Seattle. And then you end off at Seattle again against the Cardinals. And I think, like I said, the only 2 games you should lose out of all of that, I think the only 2 games you should lose is maybe the Panthers and the Chiefs. I don't think we're going to lose to the Vikings. Maybe the Vikings. No, not the Vikings. Panthers and Chiefs. That's just going to come down to Panthers and Chiefs. I don't know. We gotta beat the Chiefs. We gotta beat the Panthers, I think. If we beat the Panthers, I think if we beat the Panthers and the Vikings, we're getting in. If we beat the Panthers and Vikings, we're getting in. I have faith that we can beat everybody else. If we beat the Panthers and Vikings, we're getting in. That's what I think is going to happen. I think it's going to come down to the seeding being like this. I think it's going to be the Rams first seed, Saints second seed, two powerhouse teams. Well, there's powerhouse teams, but those are like Super Bowl like teams. And then the Bears, and then the Redskins, and then fifth, maybe throw in the Cowboys. Okay, let's throw in the no. Actually, no. Who's currently okay? And then the Panthers and Seattle. I think we throw in Seattle there. I think that is what the playoffs is going to look like in the NFC. I'm not going to say the AFC because there's a lot of teams. Let's just say I think there's going to be quite a bit of team. Let's just say there's going to be a shocker team in the AFC. I don't know who it's going to be, but I know the Bengals are not staying at the 6th seed. Alright, so that's how I think the playoffs are going to shape up. So can we make the playoffs? I think it should be a game we should win. It should be. The playoffs are a lot easier. What I'm trying to say is the playoffs are a lot easier. Oh yeah, in Atlanta, they're in the hunt, but they're not good. This is not like last year, Atlanta in the hunt. This is a team that, from the get-go, they were bad. I think they started 1-4, and then they finally got it together, and they played bad against the Browns, and now they're just, they're out of shape. They're 4-5. With us winning that Packers game, once again, that puts us at the current 7th seed. So all we have to do is get it. If the Vikings lose, which the Vikings I think won't get in, because they have probably the hardest rest of the games throughout the whole league. I mean, they had the Patriots later on. They have the Bears twice, I believe. Yeah, the Bears twice. Then they had the Packers, and it's not fun for them, because they play the Bears this week, then the Packers, and then the Patriots later on. They're not getting in. They're not getting in. I think they're at least. I think they're gonna lose. Okay. I think at the end of the season, I think the Vikings are probably at max 9-6-1, maybe 9-6-1. I think it's gonna be 8-7-1 for the Vikings. I don't think the Vikings are gonna come close. Well, that's it for this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And peace.